If you find that you're being triggered, or that other people are being triggered by you just being yourself, and in return that's triggering you, well, then this video is going to help you navigate and understanding what's coming up and why do you feel this way. So that way you can come in towards more acceptance and feel at ease and at peace and let go of this reaction that you don't prefer to keep reacting in your life as, and rather to start responding in a way which you prefer, and helping you recognize how you prefer to respond. So first off is understanding that, well, triggers are really just unprocessed emotion. And if you can perceive of the trigger or other people's triggers, and in return it's triggering you, well, it's understanding that you're just getting a reflection of who you are being and what's in your subconscious. So if you're perceiving of these other triggers, now it's in your conscious mind. And what was stored in your subconscious, which was either this like unhealed wound or something within you that needs to be worked through or brought to light so you can let it go, then you can really move past the trigger. And the only way out of it is through. So it's showing you an area in your life that maybe you don't like about yourself and that you're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired about, right? And let me know if you can relate into the comments below if you are experiencing triggers and you do find it difficult to let them go. So it's understanding that we have to take responsibility for our trigger, because if we're feeling triggered by somebody else being, let's say, triggered of us, right? Like, let's say I want to have a red colored car, and there's a lot of people who prefer to have blue colored cars, and they're triggered by me having a red colored car. Like, okay, big deal. Like, that doesn't matter to me. It's a red colored car. I prefer it. I like it. This is just what I like. And I'm not going to conform. And let's say 90% of the society or social norms or whatever preferred to have a blue colored car. Right? And I'm triggering a lot of people. In reality, I don't have any meaning to it because it's neutral. Like, to me, it's like, this is just the color I like. That's not my problem. That's yours to deal with. And it's like, however, had it bothered me, like, oh, I picked this red car, now people are judging me, and now they're bothered, and I'm afraid about what they think about me and their opinions, which is none of my business, really. And I'm making it my business, right? Because I chose to have a red colored car. Now there's something within me that's bothering me. And what is that? Well, one, they're not approving of me. And I'm worried about their opinions that are not my business. That I'm worried about the car and my preference and the choice I've made that's suitable for me, because at the end of the night I go to bed asleep with myself, and I'm in my room alone by myself, and nobody else's opinions are around me to bother me. So why do their opinions matter if I'm out or not? And the reality is, this is just, let's just put it this way, right? And nobody's actually saying anything. Or maybe it's not even a problem at all. Maybe you're just assuming it. So maybe it's something within that happened in the past where somebody told you that blue cars are the best when you were younger, this inner child, your best friend or some bully, and then you had to believe that blue colors are the best. But in reality, nobody's ever going to come up to you and tell you your red car sucks, right? But in between, in the past, this wounded part of you is still bringing it up, thinking of that time, like, oh, but blue cars are the best, and that nobody's bought. See, that's the wound. That's what I'm talking about. Is like, it's moving past and through that. It's like, all right, accept it. You have a red car. Love it. This is for you. You don't need to worry about other people's opinions. So taking responsibility of that wounded part of you that's thinking, oh, it's not okay because of this past thing. It's just coming to the realization and accepting it for yourself that it's okay. Because again, that is the unprocessed emotion that I'm talking about. Is this wound of your own definition and meaning you're giving it about what other people are going to think, or all these stories you're telling yourself, when in all reality it's just becoming in your own frame and accepting who you are. And if people are triggered by being who you are, by being so free, by having this red car, and they're not allowing themselves to have the red car because they want to be with 90% of the people that prefer to have a blue car, maybe you're triggering them because you're representing to them the freedom that they wish they had within their own life. Because you chose to take that courageous step and move and be happy with your red car and define the norms and be a little abnormal or weird. And you're representing them the freedom that they are not taking within their own life. They're not allowing themselves to be that free, and they wish they could. And maybe one day they do. And you get to be that lighthouse for them and shine and show them that there is a path, and that boat can only go to the lighthouse if they follow the light. Because they know it's safe there from that dark and windy, stormy waters. Or maybe they choose not to go and they just drown and continue being sad with their blue car when really they want the red one. So keep choosing yourself. But that's my point, is that's why other people can be triggered by you, because you represent to them the freedom, or you're being triggered by them, by their thoughts, because there's a wound there that you believe, because there might be an unprocessed wound. So just the more you're okay with it, the better it gets, okay? And like, just an example, like a little kid comes up to you and tells you like, oh, I don't like your shirt. It's like, okay. Like, why does that matter to me what you think? Right? But now if like an adult comes up to you and you're an adult, maybe there's some grandiose thing where you for some reason think that they have more value in the meaning that they're about to give you in their opinion than the kid. Right? Just in a perspective. Here's another one. And sometimes people in like spiritual community or conspiracy theories or whatnot, right? People think like spell casting or whatever, like the word blessed, like you are blessed to do this. Like you're blessed to have this life, this human experience. Some people think that because it says be less, like be less, like bless. Bless means be less, right? That's what they think because of this like unconscious, like subconscious, like type of situation between the collective of their conspiracy. They start to believe it, so they act upon it, right? And your beliefs are really going to determine your reality. However, that doesn't mean that. Everything only has the meaning which you give it. So if you believe when you say bless or blessed to have this, like if you believe that there's a negative vibration towards it and that's how you feel about it, that's what you're projecting and resonating into your reality. So you have to decide, what do you believe about what you're saying and how do you feel when you say it? That's the vibration you're actually offering. So you can say whatever you want. I mean, there's a million different ways to say the F word, and you can say it with all different times of tones and whatnot, right? And it doesn't always have to be bad. It can be good. And look, there's also a lot of times if you felt like when you were a kid, you had to take responsibility. Maybe there's this inner child wound where you had to ease other people's tension because they were triggered or they didn't like something. Like, let go of that. That's not your responsibility to ease other people's tension. You don't need to over-explain yourself in your decision and your choice for what you're choosing for yourself. Okay? So I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments below how it helped. And like and subscribe to follow more of my content, and hit that notification button so that way you know when more of my content comes out. Have a wonderful, magnificent, transformative, alchemizing day, cosmic soul. Love and light vibration out. Bye.